Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Galar Cup and let's try out this team here. Alright, so we're going to be using the Shadow Alolan Ninetales with the Gastrodon and the Shadow Quagsire. So double ground types in the back. We are going to bait out the flyer. This Quagsire luckily can throw the Stone Edge back at this Mandibuzz, so we do get it into the low yellow. They go for the Dark Pulse, back-to-back Dark Pulses. In fact, 2 Dark Pulses does take us out, unfortunately, but we are going to be able to come back in here with the Ninetales, potentially get a good farm down. They're going to fire off an Arrow Ace here. It chips away, but we are able to get the farm down after that move. Our opponent here does elect to come back in with their Weezing. Here, we're going to throw the side shot. We do grab a shield, and our opponent here does end up switching out into their Diggersby after a little bit of fast move damage. Here, we're going to be able to throw this Water Pulse. Huge Water Pulse goes through. We are running the Water Pulse Gastrodon here, and it looks like it is going to come in handy. Body Slam does get used here. Body Slam doesn't quite KO. However, we are forcing them to use some energy here. We're going to let this go. We survived that Scorching Sand. They're going to come back in here with their Weezing. Weezing is going to go for the Brutal Swing. And at this point, since we have a side shot, we are going to throw the first side shot. It does grab that shield. And because we do have a shield available, we are going to be able to reach another side shot for the win. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Ninetales, gaining a ton of energy against that Mandibuzz. And because we are running side shock and not Dazzling Gleam, we were able to affect that Galarian Weezing. All right, next game. Let's see if we can continue the streak. So we do have double grass weakness in the back. That's what the Ninetales is for. So we have an ABB team here. We see the Shadow and Gyarados. They switch out into their Diggersby. We're going to go into this Quagsire here, as we are going to be able to pressure the super effective damage. We have to tank the Scorching Sand. Our opponent does elect to let it go. We are going to go for this Aqua Tail here. It does KO the Diggersby. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to reach a Stone Edge here. They are going to be able to tank that Aqua Tail really easily. They switch out into their back line, and it ends up being the Hippowdon. Hippowdon here is going to only be able to throw neutral damage at best. There is a Scorching Sand. We're going to keep on over farming, and our opponent does elect to GG's quit because they know that we're going to be able to throw a ton of Body Slams soon to either grab shields or potential KO. And we still have that Ninetales versus that Dragonite. So GG's to our opponent. On to the next game. Next game, we have the Ninetales versus the Rapidash. This is a horrible matchup, but we have 2 counters to this, so we're going to switch out after one fast move. We bait out the Drifloon, so we do get the Drifloon to come out here, and we're going to grab a shield. Our opponent here does shield correctly. They are going to throw a move here. We're going to allow it to go through. Icy Wind gets revealed, which allows us to get to another Stone Edge. So this is good damage here. They let it go. Easy survive for them because we did get debuffed. We are going to have to tank a move. Mystical Fire does get revealed, and our opponent here goes into their Rapidash. We're going to go into our Gastrodon here. Gastrodon does get us to use a shield, and looks like we're going to have to tank another move here. Ends up being another Scorching Sand. This time it does get the debuff, so that's a little bit unfortunate. We're going to go for this Water Pulse here. It does go through, and now they know we have Water Pulse. Here we're going to have to let it go here, unfortunately, and our only hope is to farm down and try to come out with a ton of energy at this point. They come back in here with the Rapidash immediately. We're going to fire off this Weather Ball. It does grab that shield. Do we get to a move? No, unfortunately. So GG's to our opponent. Unable to break the back line. The Diggersby was just too tanky. Alright, next we got the Toxapex versus the Ninetales. This is a horrible matchup. We're going to switch out immediately into the Quagsire. We bait out the Mandibuzz, so you know that the Mandibuzz is really tanky. We're going to fire off a Stone Edge after the Arrow Ace. Interesting enough. They probably are going to let this go. Oh, they actually shield. Okay, interesting. Early shield for them. We're going to allow this one to go through. Dark Pulse does get used, and now we're going to be able to reach another Stone Edge. So this is going to deal some super effective damage, gets it into the low yellow. We're going to fire off an Aqua Tail here to get it even lower, and now it's definitely in farm down range. We're going to go into our Ninetales here, tank the Aerial Ace, and farm down. We anticipate the Toxapex to come back in. We're going to use the Gastrodon, and we see a Umbreon in the back. Okay. Umbreon is going to be tanky, but you can see the fast move pressure we've already applied, already getting the health lower than the Gastrodon. So looks like they do shield the correct move, and now they know we have Water Pulse. Foul Play does get used. However, we're going to try to throw on timing here, so we do get the CAP tie. This is going to be another Water Pulse. Water Pulse gets it into the red. Here we have to think about shielding. We do shield the Foul Play, and now we're going to make sure we try to either catch a move or get this low enough. Our opponent does elect to throw the move. Foul Play does get used. Toxapex comes back in. We are going to throw the Side Shock here. This is going to do super effective damage. However, they are going to be able to farm this down. Do we have a move on the Gastrodon? Yes, we do. We have a Body Slam. Is it going to be enough for the KO? Not even close. So now they're going to go for this Brine, and we do survive, and we are trying to farm down. Unfortunately, unable to get the farm down. So GG's to our opponents. Tough lead to come back from. That Toxapex just was too tanky and too big of a advantage against our Ninetales and against our Gastrodon. Okay, next we have the Ninetales versus the Gastrodon here. We are going to play this one out for now. Okay, we switch out after saving up some energy. We are going to throw this Body Slam. We do bait out the Abomasnow, so Abomasnow does get revealed. We're going to try to get to another Body Slam, though they don't allow us to get there. We're going to allow this to go through. Energy Ball does get used, and now we have to come back in here with the Ninetales and try to gain a lot of energy. We are going to let this one go. They only go for the Weather Ball, so we are going to be able to farm down after that Weather Ball bait. Now we see the Gastrodon come back in, but we have a ton of energy, so we're going to fire off this Weather Ball immediately. We're going to fire off another Weather Ball, try to get this low enough for a farm down. So far, they've revealed Gastrodon and Abomasnow, so we're anticipating some kind of flyer or some kind of, I don't know. Oh, actually, it ends up being the Weezing. Weezing here is going to be a winnable situation if we play this correctly. Brutal Swing does get used. Luckily, we are able to tank that. We do have some shields to think about using. We're going to apply the pressure here. We'll go for another Aqua Tail. Aqua Tail does get the Weezing out of here, and now we got to try to beat this Gastrodon with the Quagsire and the Ninetales. We go for this Aqua Tail. It does get the shield. We're going to combo play here. Oh, unfortunately, we are going to have to get fainted right there. And we're going to go for, oh, okay, they had double moves. So GG's to our opponents, unable to get to that last move, and they were able to beat us. So check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.